Clueless Cooks, and welcome back to Clueless Cooking 101, where I'm clueless and you, the beginner, are clueless too. So let's get started and let's have some fun in the kitchen. Hey, welcome back, Clueless Cooks. It's Tammy, and today for beginners, we're going to learn how to roast veggies because when you make an entree, this is a fantastic side dish that's packed with vitamins. So I'm going to show you how to do it. It's really easy, and let's get started, okay? Ingredient-wise, you know I'm a Walmart girl, and you know I'm an organic girl. So first ingredient is organic broccoli from Walmart, and they put two heads of broccoli in there. We're going to roast broccoli and we're going to roast carrots. And so here are some organic carrots from Walmart, and I'm going to show you how to cut them up. And of course, my famous olive oil, which I also buy at Walmart, but I put it in this little container because I can control it better. I get a better drizzle. And then salt and pepper, and that's all that's required. Whoops, that's all that's required for roasting is a cookie sheet, a knife to cut stuff up, and a few minor ingredients. So let's get started. Hey, Clueless Cooks, sorry to interrupt this episode. I know you're probably looking at your social media feeds, so since you're already doing that, check us out. Check out Clueless Cooking 101 on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, Substack, and I even have a blog. We have videos and written posts, so check us out on all those social media sites, and we'd love to hear your comments. Okay, welcome back. And the first thing that we're going to cut up when we roast our broccoli is actually the broccoli. So again, here's the Walmart bag. We get 2 heads of broccoli, but we're only going to roast one today because I just want you to get the point, and you can roast as much as you like. And I might be wrong about this, but I don't think so, is that you retain the nutrients in your vegetables when you roast them versus boiling them or whatever. And I make a pretty mean broccoli soup. I'll show you how to do that down the road. But we're going to take this really big head of broccoli. I need to wash it, so I'll be right back because I'm notorious for forgetting to do this. And today I'm not forgetting because I want you to do it too. All right, I just rinsed it. I didn't officially wash it. And this is the way that I chop it. I chop it lengthwise because I was told, and I hope I'm not wrong, that the most nutritious part of broccoli is actually the stem. So I make these long skinny things. I put them on my cookie sheet, including the stems, and you don't always have to have the stems, but I'm going to just line them up, and we'll take a close-up of those so that you can see the way that I line them up. And this is actually called a floret, the head that looks like a flower, I guess. And but we're going to do the stems and the florets and try to keep them connected if we can, but it's not mandatory. So again, when you cut this, you cut it vertically with your kitchen knife, sharp knife, whatever you have. And then we're going to drizzle some olive oil on it, put a little salt and pepper on it. And I had a girlfriend I was talking to from Houston that she said that after it's prepared, something that she does, because I'm teaching her how to cook too, she sprinkles a little Parmesan and a little lemon juice on this after it's cooked, so after it's baked, and we'll go there after our 20 minutes is up of roasting. Oh, we have to preheat the oven to 425, which I'm going to do right now because when we roast our broccoli, we're going to roast it for 20 minutes at 425, and that's it, and then we're going to taste it. Bake. All right. Okay, that's the broccoli part. I'm gonna save these little florets because we'll make some soup out of that another time. And you'll be pleasantly surprised with yourself. And you know that chicken bone broth that we made in previous episodes, we're gonna use some of that when we make our broccoli soup. And you will be super proud of yourself and feel very comfortable in sharing it with friends and family or just eating it yourself. Okay, I'm gonna say probably 10 carrots. Oh, I like that idea. It's like a ring or something. Okay, so maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about, oh, what's that? How about 7 carrots, as they fit on my cutting board. And again, these are organic whole carrots from Walmart. You can use those little carrots. I try not to use those. You don't have to use organic, but I just do because, you know, I bought into that a long time ago and I've been doing it forever. So why stop, right? Anyway, with a carrot, when it's roasted, I'm going to wash these after the fact. We cut the tips, the top and the bottom off. And then if your knife is really sharp and you're really good, you cut it down the middle, and then you can cut it again. I flip it over because it doesn't roll around that way. And you can make them as big or as little or whatever shape you like. This is kind of like what they look like. I'm going to wash these after the fact. So we're going to clean, I guess that's the word, 7 carrots because it fits on this cookie sheet. Now I have like a little rack in this cookie sheet. You don't have to have it. If you don't like cleaning up, I do recommend some parchment paper because otherwise the olive oil will tend to, I'm going to use the B word, the olive oil might burn on the surface of the cookie sheet a bit. And if you use parchment, you won't have to deal with the cleanup. By the way, I don't peel veggies because I've been told, I don't know if I'm right, that that's where the nutrients are, is in the skin. So I try to leave the skins on rather than peel them, which I kind of like do the same even with potatoes. I don't peel them. So you can peel if you want, if you don't like the texture. I would say, as your YouTube mom, get used to the texture because it's really important to have those nutrients in your food. And what you'll find is when you eat nutritious food rather than stuff that isn't that nutritious, you'll get fuller faster. And of course, I have too many carrots and not enough room, so I'm going to put as many as we can there, and then we'll roast these other guys later. Or just eat them. You know, you can always have a carrot stick or a little thing and make a dip. That's what the cookie sheet looks like with roasted stuff on it. Now, because I like to clean up as I go. Okay, magic olive oil. So, so I just squirt a little drizzle of olive oil this way on the veggies. I'm assuming it helps them roast. Okay, and I might use too much, but you know, if it's a teaspoon, I'd be shocked if it's more than that. And then we're going to use salt and pepper. And I normally don't use a grinder, but I have been known to, when I freehand it, I've been known to overuse both salt and pepper. So I do grind it, and that's only just for control. That's not because it's better or anything. And if you have a shaker or whatever, I like to use pink salt. You don't have to. Okay, So this is what it looks like before it goes in the oven. All you're going to see is a little bit of salt and pepper sprinkled on there. And it hasn't beeped yet, so we're probably not at 425. But as soon as we hear that beep, we're going to put these in the oven, and then you can go do your social media, play a video game, whatever you know, or actually have a glass of wine and chat with friends. That's kind of fun too. We're waiting, which is going to come up really soon. I have kind of like a personal funny story to share with you. So on May 3rd, I was the mother of the bride. My youngest daughter was married in Florida, so I went down there. And real Floridians never go out in the sun. That's why I don't have a tan. And anyway, she's an actress, has done some really interesting things. And her wedding, I was really concerned, was like a 3-day dance party. And I had a blast. It was, Croy is she went to improv school after she got her theater degree, and she became an improvisational comedian. And so her guests at her wedding, and there were a lot of them, her guests, a lot of them were comedians. And I laughed hysterically because these, everybody's under 40, they're probably 35 and below. They are hysterical. And the wedding coordinator, who she just put some stuff together in Florida because it's really hard to do everything from Seattle, which Croy did. This poor gal was not being terribly commanding with 40 comedians because they mocked her, and basically she was trying to herd cats. It didn't necessarily work, but it was really a fun time. And I would just like to say to my daughter, the new bride, Croy, and her husband, Cody, congratulations and thank you for a very fun time. Hey, Clueless Cooks, another interruption. If you will check out my website, which is cluelesscooking101.com, I'd really appreciate it. We have a blog with some recipes. And we also are going to have merchandise coming up soon so that you can have a cool apron like mine. But in the meantime, just check out our website, and I'd really appreciate it. We'll see you there. Hey, Clueless Cooks, welcome back. And our 20 minutes are up, so we're going to take these roasted veggies out of the oven, and we're going to plate them, and they're going to look beautiful. And then you'll see how easy it is, and then you can do this yourself in the future. And of course, I want you to write in the comments or email me and let me know what wonderful things you have done with your roasted vegetables. But anyway, I'm going to get these out of the oven because we're seeing smoke. I think it's time. Whoops. Okay. So you can, this is granite, and you can put hot stuff on granite without hurting it, but I'm going to still put hot stuff on my Clueless Cooking cutting board. And then I'm going to take some tongs, and then we're just going to plate these so that you can see what they look like separately. And then taste them. Ow, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so we're going to show you that first. There's the roasted broccoli, all plated, really yummy, super hot. And then you can serve it however you want it. You can, plate a dish yourself or put it in a serving dish and let people help themselves. And we're going to do carrots next. And carrots normally take a little bit longer because they're solid, like potatoes. So if you have to add an extra 5 minutes or whatever to the roasting process, you can. These are very al dente, which means that they have texture. And if you prefer more cooked, softer veggies, you're going to have to roast them longer. but I don't recommend it. Just get used to the al dente, because then you'll be a real food connoisseur. And, oh, look how pretty. And then you can tell your friends and family the benefits of not overcooking your veggies. Okay, here are the roasted carrots. Again, all they have on them is olive oil and salt and pepper, and you can serve them. You don't have to do both veggies for each when you serve an entree. I just wanted you to see how easy it is to do either one. And again, I kind of like to serve both of them because they're colorful, but I also eat them, true confession, as snacks, because they're just really, really good. That's a wrap for this episode of Clueless Cooking 101, Roasting Vegetables. And make sure that you send me your comments or your suggestions. Let me know if you've been successful with preparing your recipes, and make sure that you share this. Share the food with your friends and family, because they'll be impressed and you're going to impress yourself. See you next time. Hey Clueless Cooks, thanks a bunch for joining me on this episode of Clueless Cooking 101. And I invite you to like and subscribe Clueless Cooking 101 on YouTube. And be sure to send your comments and recipes, because I'll 100% reply. See you next time.